Hi, how are you? My name's Liam McIver Martin, and this is
Adam Schneller Nolan, and this is the very first episode of
a show that we don't actually have a name for yet.
That's good. How we're finishing each other's sentences. Yeah. That's a good start to this.
We've done this because we talk weekly about what we're doing in our businesses, and we thought, someone else should really listen to what we're saying, because we actually make money on pretty much everything that we talk about. And it's literally like, oh, did you find out this new app? It works really well. I've made money on it, or something like that. Or, have you figured out this new way to run your business? It's really awesome. You should go and check it out. Those types of things.
And we're constantly looking for ways to optimize and refine and polish our companies and find new ways, new streams of income to develop with those. Mm-hmm. And we've come up with some pretty amazing ideas, and these are, like you pointed out, almost weekly that we're coming up with them. And both of our companies are online businesses, so that's what we're targeting towards, is online businesses, online marketing, and how to generate a little bit of revenue with that, and some cool product reviews and some cool demos.
Yeah, and the other thing too is that a lot of this stuff is online, but you have to pay for it. I know that there are a couple shows that will remain nameless. There we go. That do a pretty good job of what we're doing right now. But the problem is that you've got to pay like, $100 a month to get access to the podcast or the video cast or something like that. And really, I think that we should just give this information away for free. Be completely,
we're just damn lucky we found it. So we want
to share it with other people. And so we're going to work on that for you. So one thing that I actually, first we'll introduce ourselves. So
tell people why you're awesome.
Yeah, I run a tutoring company. I run an online tutoring company. It's called VTA Method. You can go to vtamethod.com to go and check it out. And in essence, what we do is we match university students with master's and PhD tutors from Ivy League and international schools throughout the United States and Europe. And we use some learning methodologies that me and a few other guys in my company have put together to really get you excellent results, while at the same time having you learn less, or learn quicker and faster. And that's pretty much all that I've been doing. I also run a consultancy on the side where I actually help other businesses refine their business processes. So someone will hire me to go into their business, say, hey Liam, I've got 6 employees and they all do these different things and I don't really know what they do. I go in, I record all of those processes, and then I hand them a manual 2 weeks later, and I'm like, here's how you run your business.
You turn people's companies into art.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
It's from a geeky standpoint, you polish it.
From a very, it's very, very boring when you actually look like on the surface, but to me, I find it really interesting.
It's cool.
Yeah.
So I run a marketing firm called Arius Media, and we provide lead generation and brand recognition for organizations looking to expand their marketing to the web. So we'll deal with, some of our clients are international pharmaceutical companies, lawyers, real estate agents, dentists, doctors, so some decently sized organizations. And we've been doing this since, about 8 months now, and it's taken off like wildfire. And we have employees all around the world, sales guys all around the world, and I'd love to, throughout the course of these videos, share with you some of the cool tips and tricks that I've found that makes my life a hell of a lot easier and allows me to travel and have fun. And I guess it's Sunday. I can't really say, we're sitting at home drinking 2 p.m. on a Tuesday afternoon, but it's still, we do cool stuff. I guess we'll just jump right into the product reviews and the cool stuff that we're going to be talking about today. And
okay, so we're going to be talking today about a brand new piece of software that I just picked up. It's called SEO Presser. And
no affiliation, by the way. We're not making any money from this.
No, we're not making any money from this, although if you want to send us some money, that would be fine. Yeah. We'll give you the URL down below, and we'll also have a link in
the blog?
The thing below, yeah. The bottom bar.
That's
the thingy at the bottom. So in essence, what SEO Presser does, and I think this is really cool, specifically from the standpoint of someone who has a bunch of virtual assistants and people that they have to train properly and make sure that everyone's on the same page as to what they need to do, is it's a plugin that you can install into your WordPress blog, and then it will give you a checklist on the side, and it will constantly analyze what you're writing in that blog post so that your blog post is perfectly optimized for the search engines. So
it's pretty cool. I'm gonna pick up a copy too. For my guys.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. If I can here, I'm actually gonna grab you a.
Are you doing ScreenFlow?
No, I'm not doing ScreenFlow right now. Are you?
No. Well, okay, we'll add it in after the fact and just show you how it works.
Yeah. So actually, you know what? You're probably I'll just show it to you right now, actually, on the screen. So in essence, what you would do is you would. It looks like this.
Oh man.
That's probably going to show up really. You know what? We're going to say. Yeah, we're going to actually probably just put in a picture that'll be able to show up right here. Okay. So in essence, it'll show you. Okay, do you have an H1 tag? That includes your keyword. Do you have an H2 tag that includes your keyword? H3 tag. Does SEO Presser will automatically bold the text, the right keywords that you need to rank higher. It'll also automatically italicize. It'll automatically underline, which gives you a little bit of a boost. Each one gives you a little bit of a boost, but altogether, it's great stuff. It will also put the alt image descriptors in, it'll put you an alt tag. It will put an alt tag of your keyword in the image that you put into your blog post, which is also really big.
What you were mentioning earlier too is kind of like off camera, is that one of the things you like about that is it's super, super white hat. Like, it's completely legitimate, it's clean, and like
there's no automation.
Yeah.
Difference between white hat and black hat for people that don't understand. Okay, in my a lot of people have different definitions of what white hat and black hat.
And just to clarify, we're talking about search engine optimization.
Right.
So.
Okay, so white hat is anything that you could tell Google about, and black hat is anything
that I do. No, no.
Anything that if you told Google about that, they wouldn't be happy, and they would either slap your website or de-index it from the search engines. Okay, and I'm like 100% white hat. My stuff takes 10 times as long to rank as someone who's running a black hat type of operation.
I like automation. I don't like having to do things manually. So
see, I'm crazy about process, so I just build my process and then get more people to do it, so I can hopefully do it at the same speed. But for me, this SEO Presser plugin is great, because now what I'd be able to do is install that on all of my blogs, and then any content writer that comes and writes content for me, I'll be able to tell them, okay, here, I used to have like a 12-part video on how to do this, and now all I have to do is just say, okay, pay attention to the checklist, and you want your score to be over 90%. And that's it. And they'll be able to follow that along very easily, and after 2 to 3 times of writing a couple pieces of content, they'll be perfectly trained and ready to move forward. And remember, training people once you start to get a larger company is going to be a central component of leveraging your company. So you've got to be able to train them properly, and this is like having an SEO expert with you the entire time.
I'm going to be hiring some new SEO people soon.
Yep. And
I haven't got this yet, so if the viewers of this, or if the developers of this see this video, and no,
that's fine.
But yeah, so I'm going to be paying for them to go through StomperNet, and then just giving them this, so that it's I'm hands off.
Yeah, yeah.
So how are we doing for time?
We're actually probably doing pretty well. We've got about 4.5 minutes left.
Cool. If it's cool with you, I'm just gonna jump in and talk about.
I actually have one problem. With SEO
right. That's right.
That I want to talk about.
That's got to be fair with that.
Okay. So there's one problem that I have with SEO Presser. I have installed this on. I bought the unlimited copy, so you can install it on as many blogs as you want. I think it's around $100, which was fine. For the price, that's going to help me turn what was a 4-hour tutorial down into 15 minutes. So that's a great exchange on my money, because I'm paying my people, anywhere from $2 to $5 or $6 an hour. It's worth the money in the long term. But the problem that I have is that I installed it on 2 blogs, and then when I installed it on the 3rd blog, it sent me a message saying cannot install, your product code, or your access code hasn't been, set up yet or something like that. Please contact customer support. So I filled out a ticket, and they've been okay. I mean, I've filled out a ticket about 2 days ago, and they got back to me once. So hopefully they'll be able to solve the problem. It's just a software issue, and to be honest with you, that's one thing that I'm just. When you have those types of software issues, what I actually like when people launch software like this is to send it out to a beta group first, send it out to like 100 users, get them to play around with it, and then come back and say, oh, okay, here are all the problems, and here's how we solved them. To me, it's an excellent piece of software, but when you've got one little problem that goes wrong, it's something that goes from something that I would absolutely say that you must get, to something that I would say, yes, you should totally get this if they fix that problem. Because as an example, I want to tell my 2 SEO people on Monday that all of these plugins have been installed on all the blogs, but I won't be able to do that because it's getting very close to Monday right now. They're probably going to be up in like 3 or 4 hours anyways. Yeah.
Cool. So I just want to give a brief rundown of a cool device I found a little while ago. I'm a really big reader. I love reading how-to books and business-oriented books, and like the 4-Hour Work Week by Tim Ferriss and Rework by Jason Fried. They're pretty much my Bibles now. Rework mostly because of you, because you introduced me to that. Mm-hmm. But the biggest problem I'm having is because I travel a lot and I move around a lot, and my business is entirely mobile. I don't want to have to cart around a whole library with me. I didn't want to get an iPad because I have the iPhone, this thing here.
Yeah.
And I find that when I read on my iPhone that I got 1 minute to wrap this up.
You know what I think we should do though? We should
that?
talk about it right now, and then what we'll do is we'll review it next time.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'll just give you a quick 1 minute review.
Yeah.
It's called the Kobo ebook reader. You can get it for $150 at Chapters. And I still can't remember the name of the US company that sells it, but Google Kobo. It's an absolutely phenomenal device. It lasts for 8,000 page turns. It doesn't have Wi-Fi, doesn't have 3G, doesn't have Bluetooth, doesn't have a keyboard. It's strictly for reading. It works with PDFs in the EPUB format, which is really quickly becoming the standard for ebooks, and it's great. It's perfect for backpacking. It's perfect for sliding inside along in my laptop bag, and I can carry 2,000 books with me if I want, and only have to charge it once a month. So I've been very, very impressed with it, and for $150, you absolutely can't go wrong. I have the only one small negative thing I have to say about it is that it's a little bit slow. It's not going to be as fast as a Kindle. It's not going to be as fast as a Sony ebook reader. But then again, it's also not $400. So for $150, I give it 2 thumbs up for sure. It's comfortable. It's the perfect size, and almost nothing but good things to say.
Yeah, there's a couple other comments I want to have on that, but I'll save it till the next episode.
Okay,
and
so
you can actually get this at Borders, so I just looked it up.
Hey, thanks, man. That's exactly what I was thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
So next week we're going to do a quick recap of this. I want to talk about something that's going to replace Basecamp and save you $25 a month. That's completely free. And Liam, what do you want to talk about? Have you thought about it yet?
You know what? I think I'm going to talk about what you're talking about because I really like that too.
Cool. All right. Until next week, guys. Have a fantastic day, and we'll see you in a bit.
See you later.